to Would I Lie to You, the show where honesty is never the best policy. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a legendary Shakespearean actor who starred in Hamlet, Much Ado About Nothing and King Lear, though, of course, I know him best from Peppa Pig. It's Brian Blessed! An actor whose first role was in the highly rated Grange Hill. I say highly rated, it only got a satisfactory from Ofsted. It's Kevin Bishop! David Mitchell's team tonight, young and good-looking. He's at least one of those things. It's the young Josh Widdicombe. And an historian and broadcaster who says she's into historical fashion. So is David, but not intentionally. It's Professor Kate Williams. So we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they've no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Josh is first up tonight. Josh, would you reveal all?
To keep fit every morning, I do just one press-up, one sit-up, and one star jump.
Please, team.
Well, it's clearly working.
Do you know what? I'm going to take that on face value. Thank you very much.
Why don't you do more? You can manage 2 of everything, surely.
No, because it's in the bathroom every morning.
Right.
And I've never been very good at physical fitness. I don't enjoy it. But what happened was I thought I'll start by doing one of each, and then I'll build up slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Do you press up on your fists or your hands?
Well, my hands, because I'm not insane.
On your hands?
Can you do press-ups on your fists?
Yes, I can. Yes. Yeah, I do about 50, 60, 70. There's no end to my
Whoa,
power.
really?
You mock what I do.
That's right.
But
Yes.
he does 60 press-ups, I do 1. Who's in the better shape?
Why, John? He's climbed Everest. What have you ever done?
1 sit-up, 1 and 1 star jump.
Could you demonstrate how you do it for us?
Why don't you pop yourself just there?
All right, so...
Shows. Do you go into this in a sort of giddy way, or do you warm up? Because I find...
Do I warm up?
I find when I wake up in the morning, it takes me a while before I reach my full potential. I can't just go at it hammer and tongs. I have to stretch a little bit, make sure all the extremities are working.
This is another detail as to why I do it in the bathroom, because I go for a shower, I take my boxer shorts off, which I sleep in, so I normally do it in the...
nude?
In the all-together, yes.
Yeah, OK.
Well, what order do you do them in?
Press up, sit up, star jump.
Well, you've got a
So I do
system.
strength followed by cardio.
Well, then do your press-up.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been ready for a while, Josh.
I'll be honest, normally I have my inhaler, so this is a gamble.
Are you this reticent at home in the morning?
No, but normally Lee Mack's not sat in the corner making jokes at me.
I'm never there. I'm never there. I just want to make that absolutely clear. Can I ask you a question, Josh? Sorry. Do you live with anybody?
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Oh, OK. Not
Yeah.
true. It's a lie.
So walk in, close the door, walk across.
So, whoa. You live with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why do you need to close the door?
Oh, because, come on, how emasculating is my exercise routine?
I don't know. We haven't seen it yet.
I do think as well, Lee, it's very important to keep mystery in a relationship if you want to maintain the magic. If you parade in front of your partner without a second thought, I think the magic can slowly diminish.
Well, I'm lucky because my wife is blind.
I think she's the lucky one in that relationship.
Right, walk in, close the door, and then...
All right.
Straight down. Into the press-up.
1.
Round.
Ooh.
Into the sit-up.
Straight with that one.
Remember, back in the day, those in the Rocky movies, the training montages.
Yeah.
That's what's coming back for me when I watch them.
Have you been doing this for long?
Yeah, 3 months.
You seem to be struggling a bit on the sit-up.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a...
By the way, you may have to at some point.
There's a ridge under the bath that I can normally stick my toes under, so I use that.
Oh, so you even cheat for your one sitter?
Brian, does it ring true?
Yes, it does to a certain extent. I mean, because I sleep naked. As
Do you what?
As nature intended. And I've got lots of animals. I have a Jack Russell female that absolutely adores me, and she sleeps between my legs. And she wakes me up by scratching my privates.
Yes.
Just check, have I had a blackout and we're talking about something else?
So Brian thinks it rings true. Kevin, what did you make of it?
I think it's silly,
But it's working. You've got to see that it's working.
I think it might be true.
Well, I have to go with my team and say true then.
Wow, OK, true. Josh, truth or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Josh doesn't do one press-up, one sit-up and one star jump every morning. Brian, it's your turn.
While searching for a mythical beast in the jungle, my boat was skippered by an orangutan.
Well, we've had this one before.
Yes. I'll make it easy. It was a canoe.
Right.
I was paddling a canoe.
I wasn't imagining one of those big cruise ships.
Not a big ship. I went as the guest of the Viceroy of Malaysia, and we were there specifically to hunt for the orang pendek, upright
Sorry, Brian,
man,
can I just
which
stop you?
is a kind of yeti. We got into the canoe, and there's a canoe there, and this orangutan, they always love me because I look like a gorilla. I got in it, and it rode, and I made noises at it. I actually developed the noise for the King of the Gungans in Star Wars. I played Boss Nass, and when the Jedi wanted me to help them, they all kneeled in front of me. I stepped in front of it. And this, when I did that to the orangutan, you went...
So let me clarify. You're in search of a mythical beast, and you arrive in Malaysia, and you come across a river, you get into a canoe, the canoe, at the oars of the canoe, is already an orangutan.
That's right.
He starts rowing.
That's
you
right.
give directions to the orangutan using noises later to be employed in a major sci-fi franchise. Yeah.
How far did the orangutan take you?
Oh, about 10, 15, 20 miles. Very powerful. Very
Did you
upright
feed
body.
him?
And at the end of the journey, when we got off the bank, he gave me a wonderful, big, deep-throated kiss.
I would like to pause the proceedings and have a word with my client.
And I
We'd like to change your plea.
And he liked...
Insanity.
He loved it when I belched.
Let me ask this. The orangutan, was he paddling with an oar?
Oh, yes, he's right.
Or was he paddling with his large hands?
He was paddling like an Olympic rower.
Oh, no! Come on!
So, David, what is your team thinking about Brian's story?
Kate, do you think it's
Well,
true?
I like the detail, but I'm concerned about the distance the orangutan succeeded in. Had it been just 5 metres, I could have believed it, but all that way?
I think it would have the upper body strength,
Yes.
but would an orangutan see the point
Yes.
of rowing strangers 20 miles?
Do you know the only thing I don't buy is that?
Well, I once heard a podcast in which someone described a chimpanzee making a gin and tonic.
Sorry, David, you have won me round.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's true?
Yeah, it's true.
You say it's
Yeah,
true. Brian Blessed, was that the truth or was it a lie?
True.
Yes, it's true. Brian's boat was skippered by an orangutan. Kevin, you're next.
Right. I once found my postman's finger.
Okay. Where?
On the floor in my hallway.
On the floor in your hallway.
Well, he
It's sliced off by the letterbox.
Sliced off by the letterbox.
he was posting a letter
No.
through my letterbox on a Saturday morning.
That
And,
doesn't sound very likely.
and we suddenly saw a postman up against the window with a finger missing. He was banging on the window, screaming for help. And when we went to answer the door, the finger was just there. It was completely off
From where? From halfway?
from his hand,
No, from his hand. I mean, from whereabouts on the finger?
from the top knuckle.
You can stick it back on, can't you? And tape it and things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and help
we,
before the hospital comes along, the doctor.
We put it in ice. And he took it to the hospital with him. And they stitched it back on.
And did it still
Apparently.
move?
I don't know. I've not seen him since.
Do you previously noticed quite how vicious the action on your letterbox was?
Well, I've never posted a letter in my own letterbox.
Oh, you've had to pull a bulky one through. We all have. And I have. Well, what I bet happened is it came down on him and he recoiled in terror. Something that I'm sure Brian could act with great... Imagine, Brian, you put your finger in, you got it caught. How would you recoil?
How do you go? Something like that.
Yes, yes. That sort of thing, yeah.
Was it harrowing? Like, I'd find
him,
that...
yeah.
For him.
It must have been quite harrowing for you.
How old
it
were
was.
you?
Yeah.
I was about 10.
And who phoned 999 and say,
Not the postman.
I've got the postman's finger?
I mean, let's be practical. You could use your other hand.
So, David, what do you think?
Do you think it's true?
I don't. I think it would have been more kind of affecting. I think Kevin's a bit laissez-faire with something that would have maybe
He wouldn't be able to tell a story like this yet.
Because it'd be so traumatic.
Yeah. In fact, whenever anyone beckoned to him, he'd scream.
Do you beckon to someone, or do you beckon someone?
Probably beckon. You're right, I've wasted a preposition.
You say truth or lie?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be true, because if it is true for Kevin's postman, it could be true for ours, because...
Well, suddenly it explains all those fingers on the doormat.
Yeah.
I think it's not true. I think the ice is too convenient and it... I don't know what I mean by that.
We're going to say it's not true.
It's a lie, then.
Yeah.
Kevin Bishop, the truth or a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guests, Jenna, Thomas and Joanna. So, Kate, first of all, what are they to you?
This is Jenna, Thomas and Joanna, and they let me sleep in their tent in Glastonbury when I couldn't find mine.
OK. Josh, how do you know them?
This is Jenna, Thomas and Joanna, and together we made up my entire school year.
Right. David, what is your connection?
This is Jenna, Thomas and Joanna, and I nudged them into a canal when I lost control of my Boris bike.
So, there we have it. Are they Kate's festival friends, Josh's school chums, or David's bike buddies? Lee's team.
Josh, when you say between the four of you, you made up your school year, do you mean it didn't exist?
My entire year was us four.
So I'm looking at faces now to see if they look an equal age. Now, well, yeah, I suppose do you think they look an equal age?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, that's convincing.
OK, that bit of the story we believe.
Yes.
They look a lot younger than Josh, it has to be said.
Well,
You know, they're probably doing 3 to 4 press-ups a day.
what
Between them or in...
what year was this?
1987 to 1994. I'd have been 4 to 11.
Where was it? Where were you at school?
Devon.
Where in Devon?
On Dartmoor.
How many kids were in the other years?
Oh, well, ours was the smallest.
You don't say.
Yeah. So the one below was 6.
Right.
I think it actually started to get bigger because the school got more popular, so by the time I was leaving, you were looking at 8s or 9s.
Right.
It's ridiculous. How does a child get any attention with that sort of class size?
Have you stayed in contact with them?
I haven't stayed in contact with Jenna and Joanna.
Why?
Why?
Hang on, let's test him on this. Which one is Thomas?
Thomas is in the middle. And I've seen him a couple of times because his brother's married to my sister.
Really?
Yeah.
And they talk about the Welsh, don't they? the size of your year. What happened when you got to the nativity play or the summer concert? How did
Summer
you...
concert?
or the garden party? Or
When you troop the colour, how did you do that?
Well, it wasn't just a class of 4. We were taught 4 years together.
Oh, so 4 4s, 12.
16.
16. 16. And then that's the benefit of the smaller class size, isn't it?
Is it still as small?
Well, I don't still go.
But you must...
It would be frowned upon if I hung outside counting the children.
I'm interested to know what the system was at lunchtime. Was it packed lunches, or did they provide something hot?
Obviously, because there was only, 40 children in our school, there was no need to cook school dinners on site.
So you went to a restaurant? What are you talking about?
So we went to Wagamama's. No. So what would happen? Because obviously most of us were packed. So there was...
You've got a very high opinion of yourself.
So what would happen would be, when you were answering the register, you wouldn't say here, instead you'd say packed or dinners. And then one of the children would tally up the amount of people that say dinners, and then they'd go and phone it through to the nearest school.
The nearest school is where you are.
No, to the next school, they would then cook us the 8 dinners and get them sent across.
You were having supply dinners, essentially, weren't you?
Yeah, we had a kind of Meals on Wheels deal with our dinners.
Wow. All right, who would you like to quiz next?
David.
Dave.
Where were you cycling on your Boris bike?
The Regent's Canal in London. Sort of from where I live towards eastwards, towards King's Cross.
Eastwards? Where were you going? Mordor? I was travelling eastwards.
Eastwards, yes, easterly. In an easterly direction.
I'm off out. Where are you going? I'm going eastwards. I'll see you later. When you're back, I don't know. It depends what the westerly winds like on the way back. Have you got a bay of Boris bikes near you?
Not that near me. I was hurrying somewhere and I was late.
Where were you going?
To a meeting.
Were you wearing a helmet?
I was not.
Right, so you were going to a meeting, you're in a rush. How do you manage to knock 3 people in?
It's ridiculous,
Was it like, were they
isn't it?
stood dressed as dominoes?
No, they were sort of sitting on the edge of the canal. I was... Right, I'm not an experienced cyclist. I'd only got the Boris bike because I was running so late.
Did you knock them in the river and you thought, let's swap numbers and keep in touch?
That's exactly it.
Yes.
So just talk us through it in a bit more detail. Did you knock them off with your body? Did you knock them off with the bike?
I'm cycling along the towpath. I'm late.
You're late.
My phone rings. It's the people at the meeting, and I'm afraid I answer my phone on the towpath.
Without a helmet.
Helmetless.
David.
You don't expect me to put a helmet on to answer my phone.
And when they went in, what did you then do?
Well, they were out again as soon as they were in. It
Shallow.
wasn't a very deep bit of the canal. The deeper water is further out. That's actually the title of my collection of poems.
David?
Yeah.
If I was cycling at speed and I hit 3 people, I think I'd go over myself. I think the momentum would take me off my bike.
Well, what can I tell you? Doesn't happen.
What about Kate? Do you have any questions, Brian, for Kate?
Yes.
What did Kate say?
She couldn't find a tent at Glastonbury, so these 3 reprobates, let's call them, offered for her to sleep in their tent.
They're my knights in shining armour. They rescued me.
Do you know that I've just done the voiceover for all the loos at Glastonbury?
Oh.
For the loos?
What do you say? What is the voiceover?
Are you enjoying your loo? Some people don't have any loo at all. And all over the world they don't have a loo. And you're privileged to have a loo. I've just done a whole government thing for it. I thought possibly you might have sat in one of these loos.
I'm envisioning the thought of going into a loo and suddenly you popping into my ear.
Can I just, at this point, Kevin, I know for a fact, can do a very, very good Brian Blessed impersonation.
I know I wouldn't absolutely. Are you sitting down? Are you sitting comfortably?
Oh, great, now I've got it in stereo. First of all, when was this?
This was Glastonbury 2011. My boyfriend bought tickets for him and his brother, and then I heard that Beyoncé was going to be there, so I
Yeah.
said I'll come too, so I could see the goddess.
OK,
in
and
person.
so you've lost your tent.
So 1 o'clock in the morning, I needed to go to the loo, so I set off in search of the loos with my phone.
And because you'd gone to see Beyonce, when you couldn't find your tent, there's a joke coming up. Did you go, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh,
Rob.
No.
He told us about some joke that was on its way. So you come back and you can't find your tent.
Well, I had a bit of a loo mission because the first set of loos were not clean. And so I had to try and find some more. So I went, someone said, there's some more over there. And there were people sort of, you know, making new friends there. So I didn't want to stay there. This poor woman who was taking pity on me said, there's some other over there. So I went to the other ones. And
This is like a quest.
Yes.
First set of loos too dirty. Second set of loos too sexually compromised. Set
This
of
is
loos
the
number
voiceover
3.
you want in the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, this is for defecation, not sexual compromise.
Yes, I have the precise timbre to reverse arousal.
So you're crawling through the grass at Glastonbury.
Found the third set. That was all fine. And then I thought, OK, I'm going to walk back now. But just couldn't find my way.
How did they come about?
Well, I was wandering around and then I thought, I just thought, I'm going to have to throw myself on someone's mercy. So I
thought you say tent then. I thought that's no way of doing it. Surely just knock on the flap first. That's the voice you need in the toilet.
I just saw these 3 friendly people and I thought maybe I'll just approach them because I was getting desperate. So I said, look, I'm completely lost. And they said, we'll help you. We'll help you find these first set of loos. Because if I found the first set, then I can find my tent.
I see.
So they said, look, we could be going all night. This is really useless. Let's just go and sleep in our tent.
What's the setup with Thomas, Jenna and Joanna?
This is a good point, Rob, because I did have that question.
Good point.
Unlike the postman. Good point.
I know. I got it. I was wondering when the joke was coming.
That's the problem with postal jokes. It's always the next day when you get it.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Are Jenna, Thomas and Joanna Kate's festival friends, Josh's school chums or David's bike buddies?
Think there's any truth in David's story?
Oh, no, not at all. No, not at all. Their escapade sounds like Toad of Toad Hall, with the bike, going to the Boris bike, going down the canal. Regent's Canal, of course, that's near the zoo there, where you get lots of orangutans.
At the very least, it's unlikely.
Oh, it's definitely unlikely. I mean, it's worthy of anecdote. I mean, no one's going to come and say, these are, 3 people I said hello to in the post office. There's got to be an unlikeliness to it, or it's not worth televising. This is potentially worth televising.
I think it's Josh.
Brian thinks it's Josh.
Yeah.
Kevin?
I also think it's Josh.
Is it the ages? Because they do look very similar age. I have to say, Tom in the middle of the 3 looks like he's had a slightly harder life. I'm going to go with Josh.
You're going to say it's Josh. OK. On behalf of the 3, Joanna, would you reveal your true identities?
We are Joanna, Thomas and Jenna, and together we make up the entire year of Josh's school.
And here's the proof. You've got the school photo. Have a look. Thank you very much, Jenna, Thomas and Joanna. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire rounds, and we start with... It's Lee.
Because it irritates me so much, I'm always correcting people when they wrongly call fog mist and mist fog.
David.
All right. What is the distinction, Lee, between mist and fog?
Well, that is a very good question, David.
Yeah.
Any others? Mist is... I used to live by the coast. We used to have a lot of sea fret. You know sea fret.
Nope. What's sea fret?
Sea fret is like it's a sort of mist.
Right.
It's produced by the sea.
Fog-like, you might say.
That really irritates me, that, David. There is a thing called sea fret, and it's when the mist comes off the sea. It's the water that comes off the sea, and we used to have a lot of that. And I remember my mum said, oh, it was foggy again. And I killed her. I would say that's That was when it started. I call that day one.
So here's a question maybe familiar to you.
Yes.
Lee. What is the difference between mist and fog?
I'll tell you exactly the difference. Mist comes from a very rainy day, which then becomes...
Misty.
Misty. Whereas fog is when it's foggy. Fog comes from a drop in temperature. It's very cold suddenly. There has to be a sudden temperature change for fog. Mist is the opposite and is often created by heat, which causes water to evaporate and thus causing mist. And be honest, you weren't expecting that, Lee.
So fog is as a result of a sudden drop in temperature, mist is a result of evaporation caused by heat.
Yeah.
And can you tell to look at it? Or do you have to have known the meteorological backstory?
You can tell by looking at it. Mist is... how can I describe it in layman's terms?
It's mist thinner.
Yeah, fog is denser. Mist is a little bit... It's a bit easier to see.
But how could you tell the difference between a light fog and a heavy mist?
You can tell the difference in the same way as you can tell the difference between a light, fat person and a heavy, thin person.
When was the last time you corrected someone on
The
that?
last foggy day we had.
Who was it that you corrected?
Corrected a sailor, actually.
How did you find yourself to be with a sailor?
I was on a fishing trip.
On a fishing trip?
On a fishing trip, just
Where?
off the west coast of Scotland.
What were you doing up there?
Lost. It was from Brighton we left.
What do you feel about the Paul Gascoigne song "Fog on the Tyne"?
I feel worse when he took that penalty and he missed.
Why do you find people making this mistake between two phenomena that do look pretty similar?
Why do you find
similar? Yes, of course they look similar.
No, they don't.
Well, they look similar. It's like the air is difficult to look through. What is it about the distinction between mist and fog that makes it a particular bugbear of yours?
I think it's because of when I lost my Uncle Pete at sea.
What are you going to say then? Is it the truth?
Lie.
Lie.
We think it's a lie.
OK, Lee, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have won by 3 points to 2. Thanks for watching. Good night. Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show which delights in dishonesty. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a man whose sole purpose in life is to make ordinary women look beautiful. He's the fashion equivalent of 8 pints of lager. It's got Webb! And a man who, frankly, needs no introduction. So instead, let's spend the time delighting in his famous face. From Game of Thrones, Charles Dance! And on David Mitchell's team tonight, a comic most famous for her role as Dobby on Peep Show, alongside the supremely talented Robert Webb and some other bloke I can't remember the name of. It's Suttie! And an actor who recently starred in episodes and is soon to be the voice of Postman Pat. I don't know where he finds the time. Presumably he gets up early in the morning just as day is dawning. Stephen Mangan! And So to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Stephen is first up. Off you go.
Whenever I eat beans on toast, I always imagine I'm a rescue helicopter, and with every forkful, I'm airlifting tiny bald men on a raft to safety.
What do you think?
How long have you done this for?
Since I was about 8.
Right. Any reason you do this apart from just keeping yourself amused?
It's
or...
my Auntie Bridget, who used to live with us.
Yes. Is this going to be a tragic story? She's bald, she was on a raft, she never survived, and it's our way of remembering her.
She was on a raft with 400 bald men.
Yeah.
Who needed
Trust
rescuing.
me, we all know your auntie. Yeah. You say raft, you mean mattress.
Yeah. Oh, I hope she's not watching.
She's busy, don't worry.
She used to live with us. My Auntie Bridget used to live in our house, and she would often have to look after us if our parents were out. You know, I wasn't a good eater, I was a very skinny kid. And she used to try all sorts of stuff, and this is one technique she had. She used to do all sorts of other things as well.
Like what? What else would she do?
Spaghetti was, you were trying to, you were throwing like a line, a rope down to rescue people at the bottom of a pit. Fish fingers were coaches.
Fish fingers were what?
There were coaches on the motorway. Here comes the coach, chop it in half. She's quite funny, my Auntie Bridget. She's quite odd.
Do you think the bald men in question that were going to die on the raft felt glad that they'd ended in a more comfortable position of going down your throat into your stomach?
Well,
did you feel that was a safer place for them?
Well, that was the helicopter they were coming into.
Oh, your mouth was the helicopter?
Yeah, my mouth is the helicopter. That's a raft going down. That's the raft. The raft is they're sitting on the fork, which is a raft.
No, the raft is the toast, surely.
The toast is a raft.
No, because...
Yeah. What's the toast?
No, the toast is the boat they were in on the ocean. It's now covered in... Why would they be on a raft? If they're on a raft, they're already rescued. They're already okay.
But helicopters don't lower down rafts.
Oh, thanks. Well, you've just ruined an entire lifetime story for me.
Another man comes attached to the rope and he picks up each individual bald man on the raft. I've seen it. Every time I've seen loads of bald men dying at sea and a man comes out of a helicopter and individually picks them up. So if you'd have done your backstory and you were a proper actor, you would know that you're supposed to be taking one beat. That's what Charles Dance would have done. Because he does his research. Yeah, and that's why he's not going to be the voice of Postman Pat.
So what do you think?
What do we think, Charles? Are we buying this story?
Reluctantly, I think I am buying this story.
You think it might be true?
I do actually think it sounds quite realistic. I think that in a child's brain you might make up all of these scenarios.
I don't think he was eating the beans. I mean, look at his hair. He was only eating the crust of that toast.
We think it's true, don't
You
we?
think it's true?
Yeah.
Charles says it's true?
Yeah.
I'll go on and we'll say it's true.
You're saying it's true. Stephen Mangan, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. When eating beans on toast, Stephen doesn't imagine he's a rescue helicopter airlifting tiny bald men to safety. Charles, you're next.
A little chimpanzee once came to my house for tea.
David's team, what do you think?
A little chimpanzee.
How little?
A tiny chimp, about this high.
And did it come alone?
It preceded an expected guest.
Was that gorilla?
What did it eat?
Well, we tried Marmite because it was a Sunday afternoon and we were having sort of tea and Marmite toast, and that's what my kids liked. But it turned its nose up at that, so we gave it cheese and tomato sandwiches, and she opened them up and took the inside and seemed to be quite happy with that.
Probably on a no-carbs diet.
What's a chimpanzee doing, coming round
Good question.
to your house for tea?
She was with the friend who was expected, and the friend who was expected was running late, and she sent the chimpanzee on ahead.
So, Did the chimpanzee ring the doorbell or knock on the door? Or...
Knocked on the door.
And you answer the door, and there is...
I went to the door, and my wife said, "Who's that?" And I said, "It's a chimpanzee." She said, "What does it want?" And the chimpanzee was doing this. And I said, "I think it wants tea." She said, "Well, ask it in."
How did the chimpanzee get to your house?
I ordered a taxi.
I'm not a courageous man. If I was answering the door and I saw a chimpanzee, I wouldn't invite it in for tea. I'd be afraid. I'm not keen on wasps.
Really?
Much, much smaller than chimpanzees.
Who was the friend? Was it Michael Jackson? I mean, who were you receiving?
It was a lady that I had worked with quite some time before this afternoon.
Why did she have a monkey?
Because she had very few friends.
David, what are you thinking? This sounds
I think it's
peculiar.
True. At the moment, I think it's true. What do you think?
I don't know. I want to know why she would send it first.
A sense of fun, surely. As a bit of a joke, go up there, knock on his door, it'll be amusing.
What do you think?
What I think Charles Dance, a chimp in a cheese sandwich. It's true.
Which way are you going to
I think we're going to go true, though.
You're going to say true, yeah? OK. Charles Dance, your chimp story. Were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
I'm sorry to say that it's true.
Yes, it's true. A little chimpanzee once went to Charles's house for tea. Gok, you're next.
Right, okay. Every Sunday, I spend 4 hours planning the 20 outfits I'll wear the coming week.
David's tea.
Do you lay them out, or do you just picture them?
I rack them. So in my bedroom, I've had some special bars put up.
Oh, yeah,
and
I remember those.
Yeah.
He has, I can vouch for this.
So I have one which is about 5'8", okay, and then I have another one which is about 4 foot high. Okay, so when you put a pair of trousers on, or a jacket, or a top, it then looks like you. I occasionally, if I'm very busy, I photograph them. And then
I remember that bit
me.
too.
Yeah.
And explain why you need 20 out. Because I'm thinking, even if you... I mean, I'm a tremendous slovenly slut.
It feels like you're phoning Babe Station and someone else has picked up. Sorry, can I speak to Sheila, the regular one?
I often wear the same outfit in the afternoon as in the morning.
I could be filming a series, and then I might be filming 3 different shows in one day, so I'll need 3 different outfits to represent 3 different episodes. I might be going out for lunch, and then I'll be doing something in the afternoon, so I'll get changed from a lunch outfit, because I don't want to be too dressed up to walk the dog. And it's also done by a weather report as well. What?
The Met Office are fools. Get things wrong. Do you go through with your galoshes in bright sunshine on a Friday evening? You're presenting yourself as someone who plans things very carefully, thinks things through very carefully, but your very act of planning is in itself badly thought through. Because on a Monday, you only planned it the day before, you've got a good sense of what the weather's going to be like, your plans for the day are probably better formed, so on Mondays, that's absolutely fine. I know what I need in the morning, the afternoon, and, for outfits 3 and 4. But come Friday, the weather's all to cock, the dog has died, dropped 2 scenes you're supposed to film on the Wednesday, you've got to fit them in on the Friday.
But I've taken photographs. So even if I planned a Thursday PM outfit and I decide I don't want to wear it, I just flick through my phone and I might want to choose a Saturday PM outfit. And I go back to it.
How long do you spend on a Sunday getting your outfits ready for the week?
What I do is I look at the 7 or 8, or maybe sometimes 9 dirty underpants in the bag. I work out exactly, I spread them out on the bed. I look at them, I think, which can take a fourth trip?
David, I'm curious to put the same question to you. Sunday night comes around, you've had a smashing day, Country File is finished, so now you're thinking, I've got to plan ahead. How much time and thought goes into it for you?
Well, I always wear basically the same thing every day, so none.
You're like Batman in that respect, aren't you?
Yes, I see myself as a superhero, and I have basically one outfit. Which, you know, and
What's your superpower?
The ability to decide what to wear very quickly.
What are you thinking, David?
I think it sounds very plausible.
It does sound plausible, but is it too plausible?
I think it's true.
David's team thinks it's true. Gok, were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
Are
you trying to work out what to wear before you...
I was telling the truth.
Izzy, you're next.
Because my mum deemed Scooby-Doo too scary to watch, I was only ever allowed to listen to it.
Please, team, what do you make of that?
How would you do that? Would you have to be in another room, or...?
I was allowed to be in the room where the TV was. I had to wear a blindfold.
Oh, come on!
It was a tea towel, but I was small, so I had a small head. It went round my head.
So she tied the tea towel around your eyes in what can only be described as a hostage situation. And then she left you in the room.
She stayed in the room to make sure that I didn't take it off.
Why didn't she just say, close your eyes and make sure you don't open them?
I think she just wanted to be sure that I wouldn't be able to... Yeah, because, she would sit next to me, but she wanted to watch it. It was one of her favourite programmes. So...
Whoa. Let's focus on that bit for a moment. Your mum's favourite programme was Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, amongst other things.
What other things?
Amongst the news.
Well, she obviously wasn't quite sure what kind of person she was, obviously. What kind of stuff do you like? Oh, the news, Scooby-Doo, that's all. Anything else?
Gladiators.
And would she do that thing they do for, the audio description? Would she say, and now Scooby-Doo is running away? Because it's quite a hard show to follow audibly. You have to rely on seeing it, don't you?
Wait.
In the words of Rob Brydon, I'm doing Scooby-Doo. I'm doing Scooby-Doo.
I think what you were trying to do was...
Here we go.
Unbelievable.
Series in and he can't let me have one moment, can he? OK, so you're blindfold in the living room. And how old are you?
It stopped when I was about 16 and just...
16?
So at 16, your mum would tie a tea towel around your head when Scooby-Doo was on?
Yeah, but by then we just liked the ritual of it. It's just...
Oh, it was a ritual now. Were you ever tempted to phone Childline? No. You couldn't find the phone, could you?
Now, what about Scrappy-Doo? If Scooby-Doo was a bit heavy and some of the issues were a little bit, difficult to deal with, Scrappy-Doo was a lot more accessible, wasn't it? How did she feel about that?
Is that a kind of spin-off?
Is that a kind of spin-off? It's Scrappy-Doo. It is. Look what you've done to my voice. It's Scrappy-Doo. It's the little version of.
No point saying little. She couldn't see it.
Well, it was a smaller dog with a.
If you can't see it, that could be a Great Dane on helium. She doesn't know the size of the thing, does she? In fact, it was a Great Dane, wasn't it? Scooby-Doo.
I don't know. I never saw Scooby-Doo.
The Marmaduke is a great
She never saw Scooby-Doo.
Are you my dad, Charles?
Charles,
did you ask me if I was your father?
Yeah.
Who's your mother?
So, what are you thinking? Truth or lie?
I think she's lying.
You think she's lying?
I think she's lying.
I think she's lying.
Well, then I must go with my team and say she's
Okay,
lying.
say it's a lie. Izzy, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Izzy wasn't only allowed to listen to Scooby-Doo because her mum deemed it too scary to watch. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Hannah. Stephen, first of all, please, what is Hannah to you?
Yes, this is Hannah. We used to bamboozle our miserable neighbour by adding an item of clothing to his washing line after he'd pegged his laundry out.
Izzy, how do you know Hannah?
This is Hannah. In order to impress a boy, we once competed to see who could eat the most ants.
And finally, David, your relationship with Hannah.
This is Hannah. Last year she bought a pub and named it the Mitchell and Glove. And I gave her my blessing to use my face on the pub sign.
Please, team, where to begin?
Why is it the Mitchell and... Where's the glove come into this?
I think it was originally called the Boxers.
As in the dog or the fighters?
As in the gloved fighters.
Well, it's an obvious progression, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boxing, David Mitchell.
She was very keen to change the image of the pub.
And do you know why Hannah chose you?
I think she, if you can believe it, she's a fan of mine.
Right, okay, so she's a fan.
It's a lie, move on. Have you been to the Mitchell and Glove?
No.
Where is this pub, David? Which part of the country?
It's in Swansea.
What? Swansea?
Because I don't believe David. I can imagine his mind going, I've got to think of something quick. And even then he's thinking of middle-class things. Swansea. I'll say... Is it themed inside?
I'd be very hurt if I'm not on all the menus.
It's a gastropub, is it?
Not in Swansea, no.
I believe what it is a flat-roofed pub. One of the reasons I think it's named after me is that I wrote in my book that I had a theory that flat-roofed pubs are always bad. So basically, you'll never get nice food in a flat-roofed pub. You might get eaten by a dog. And Hannah said, this is going to be a nice flat-roofed pub that does nice food.
All right.
By which I don't mean a carvery.
You don't like carveries?
No.
What about Stephen Mangan's... What was yours again, Steve?
We used to annoy our miserable neighbour by putting items of clothing on his washing line after he'd pegged his laundry out.
Yeah. And where was this?
Crouch End.
And when was it?
15 years ago, probably.
And what's your relationship with Hannah?
Yeah,
Hannah is my mate James's younger sister.
But was she living with you?
She was the three of us in the house, yeah.
What kind of thing did you used to put on there? I mean, just shirts? Or...
Well, it started one day. He came round and complained, and we were sitting up in her bedroom, looking out the window, and he put his washing out, and I said, I'm going to go and put a sock on his washing line. He liked everything to be very precise, and what he'd do is he'd come in, and when he'd take the washing off, we'd watch him every day, he'd fold it, he'd put all the socks together and put them in the washing, rather than just chucking it all in and then doing it in the house.
Sorry, the person next to you is thinking, what's wrong with that?
So we put a blue sock on, went up, and then he came out, and he put all his washing away hours later, and he was like... And it was just very fun. We just found it. I mean, it doesn't sound funny now.
In total,
we found it hilarious.
In total, how much did you put on?
Well, it went on for it went out for about 6 months.
I know
we'd go to charity shops and buy stuff to put on his washing line.
I know Gok's going to ask it, so I'll ask it for him. On a Sunday, did you lay out clothes?
Izzy, you're saying then with Hannah, you both went out together, pulling, and to attract some guys, you ate ants.
We weren't out, we were at school.
How old are you?
About 15 or 16.
Right.
Would you mind standing next to Hannah just so I can work out the visual to see whether you look like you should be at school together?
Yeah. Taking my shoes off.
I think you're mixing up age and height. They're completely different things.
Trust me, I'm a stylist.
Oh, here we go.
Before you know it, they'll be naked.
Okay, similar age. It could work.
So you were at school?
Yeah.
Right, and there's a boy there that you like?
Yeah, and he was called Paul Brooks.
Paul Brooks, OK, and you thought the best way to impress Paul is to eat some ants.
It was during a school production, so we were dressed... we were in Greece. Grease the musical.
Oh, right.
I thought you said we were in Greece, and you know the economy's like that. So we can eat. The ants. How many did you eat in total?
I ate about 24.
No way. 24?
Yeah.
How many did Hannah eat?
About 23.
Ah, loser. And that's why you got Paul Brooks.
And did you get Paul Brooks?
No, he just stood there the whole time, and then I
thought
felt
she's
sick.
stupid and walked on.
He just sat there chewing on his cockroach going, this is so accident. And what made you stop at 24 then? I mean, surely you could tell by his eyes after 2 or 3 that this wasn't working.
We just carried on, and then the interval was over, and we had to go and do the second half of Greece.
This was during the show?
Yeah.
During the show? You
tell me more, tell me more. Well, we need an answer here. So, Lee's team. Is Hannah Stephen's washing line prankster? Is his fellow anteater? Or David's pub landlady? What do you think?
We can rule out the strange theme pub.
Oh, thanks. What is it about my face smiling politely next to a boxing glove that makes you think people won't want to get drunk?
I think it's Stephen. I think Stephen's telling the truth.
You think Stephen's telling the truth? Charles?
I think he probably is, actually.
You think it's Stephen?
Yeah.
I think it's Izzy, but I will go with the majority. Well, then I've got someone to blame.
OK, so, Hannah, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Hannah, and in order to impress a boy, Izzy and I want to compete to see who can eat the most apples.
Thank you very much, Hannah. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but also against the clock. We will start with... It's Lee.
When I was 7, I had to be a bridesmaid at my auntie's wedding. When I was 7, I had to be a bridesmaid at my auntie's wedding, as one of the girls who was supposed to do it was ill, and the dress was a perfect fit.
What did the dress look like?
I describe the colour as traumatic.
Why do they have to have a bridesmaid? Why couldn't they just say, if she's not well, let's move on?
I think you're mixing it with admin. If someone says to me, put the dress on, I put it on. You know that, don't you? Do as I'm told.
So you didn't display any reluctance to put the dress on?
I may have said, you know, Mother, Father, I am a 7-year-old boy, despite the fact that I am 2 years younger looking and slightly androgynous. But please, give me some dignity. And my father turned around to me, he said, son, when I was your age, he had a pipe, when I was your age, my father asked me to put a dress on, and I put it on, and his father before him, and his father before him. You'll put the dress on, and you'll smile.
Was there a page boy as well as bridesmaids at this wedding? I was a page boy once, and if another boy had dressed up as a girl, I would have felt it was fair game to persecute him.
Well, true, but luckily the page boy came up to me, little Sharon, and he said, he said, tell me about it. You know, you think you've had a rough day. You know what I mean? I'm a 24-year-old.
How much notice did you get?
Pardon?
How much notice did you get?
Quite a few people. So I think, you know, from memory, quite a few people were, oh.
No, you idiot!
How much warning? How far in advance?
I genuinely thought you meant notice. How much notice did you get? That was a genuine one. Yeah. Oh, how much notice did I get?
Oh, everyone thought I was adorable.
Got to admit,
everyone was looking. I was nervous at first, but then I felt like a princess.
Oh, I see. How much in advance did they tell me?
Yeah, how much notice?
How much notice did I get? You know what? That would be embarrassing if this was on television, wouldn't it? I think I got like, I don't know, 5 hours or something. She was ill at the last minute. And
I just think you would have absolutely refused at
well,
that age.
listen, I said, Dad, I don't want to do it. He went, listen, I'm not your dad, I'm your mother. I'm sick of you constantly calling me Dad. The other one, that's your dad.
How long did you have to keep the dress on? At what point in the proceedings? I mean, did you have to wear it right through to the disco and, you know...
My dad said you'll keep it on till the music starts. Da, 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 da. Because unfortunately, the cabaret act had cancelled because of illness.
So what do you think, David? Does that sound at all plausible to you?
What do you think, Izzy?
I really want it to be true.
Well, I'd say true.
I actually think it could genuinely be the biggest load of drivel I've ever heard. It can't be true.
I don't think it's true.
Lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lie.
Conclusively, it's a lie. Lee, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee wasn't a bridesmaid at his auntie's wedding. And that noise signals time is up and it's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team has romped home by 5 points to 1. But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Stephen Mangan. Yes, Stephen Mangan. Today's is hardly a surprising victory, as when it comes to lying through his teeth, Stephen has more to work with than most. Good night.
Don't go anywhere. Have I Got News for You is next, and Joe Brand is in the hosting seat. Then Lee Mack's back, and thankfully not in a bridesmaid's dress. Jealousy tactics in Not Going Out at 9:30. While later, Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Lord Sugar on the Graham Norton Show at 25 to 11.
Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show all about amazing truths and big fat lies. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a man who has broadcasting in his blood, along with Synatogen, cod liver oil and Viagra. It's Sir Terry Wogan! And David Mitchell's writing partner, acting partner and friend, his confidant, his soulmate, his lover. It's Robert Webb! Joining Lee Mack this week, we have a 24-year-old who's one of the youngest comedians in England and one of the oldest men in Scotland. It's Kevin Bridges! And an actress whose credits include Torchwood, where she had to confront all manner of hideous creatures, and Not Going Out, where she had to confront Lee. It's Katy Wicks! So we start with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them, and to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've got no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the truth from the tosh. And Terry is first up, so Terry, would you reveal all, please?
I deliberately set fire to my colleagues' script whilst they were live on air.
Lee?
Was this, did you say colleagues, as in, this happened a lot? Or the script belonging to one colleague?
I used to do it on a regular basis.
Listen, enough of your sex life, Terry.
You flatter me.
Is there footage of this if it was live?
His sex life? I hope not.
No, there's no footage. It was in Ireland on Irish radio. And it was just a little prank of mine while my colleagues were reading the news or announcements, I would sneak in behind them and set fire to the script from the bottom.
So they would be holding these scripts in their hand?
As it disappeared in front of them.
And this is the news?
Often the news, and sometimes a Beethoven concert. I was indiscriminate.
Did you use matches? Because you'd hear the sound, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course, but I struck the matches before I came into the studio. I'm a swift mover. Safety matches.
You can't move too swiftly with a match because it goes out.
Look, that's what your jacket is for. You keep it in there, sneak in, they don't see you, you smile. Go around the back.
How did your victims react, Terry?
I was the senior man, and I took no nonsense. If they didn't like it, too bad.
Hang on, Terry, sorry. What year was this?
Just after the Napoleonic Wars. No, it's about 21.
Would the listeners ever get wind of the blaze?
No, because there's no chance of any scent on the radio.
But what all right, okay, all right.
So we think, what do we think?
I think it would be common knowledge.
Okay, Kevin thinks it's a lie.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'd already know about this.
Okay.
I think it's a lie.
We'll go for lie.
You're saying that it's a lie. Terry Wogan, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie? Yes, it's true. Terry did deliberately set fire to his colleague's script whilst they were live on air. At least they can laugh about it now. They can't move their hands, but they can laugh.
It was a prank.
Kevin, you're next.
I once found a suitcase and took it to the police station. When they opened it, it contained 34 bunches of bananas.
Where did you find the suitcase?
At a train station.
Well, there are lots of...
Do you want a specific train station?
Well, no, I'm just sort of thinking that you're in a train station, you see a suitcase, you think, I must take that to the police. That's potentially a bad approach.
No, I was just lying, and I'd said to a couple of people, is that your suitcase? And it was in the climate of fear, and I started to think, well, maybe I should be a good citizen. So I took the suitcase over, and I headed straight to a British Transport police guy, and told him what had happened.
So you moved the suitcase you thought might be a bomb?
Did you also give it a good rattle?
It wasn't so much I thought it was a bomb, I just thought maybe somebody had left their suitcase.
Well, that wouldn't be a response to the climate of fear, though. That would have been a response to a climate of forgetfulness.
I panicked.
Who opened the suitcase to divulge all those bananas?
I came in, and the British Transport police guy took it into his office, and then they scanned it with some, whatever they scan it with, some...
Those things...
I get Waitrose!
How much bananas?
At the heart of this is, why would anybody put 34 bunches of bananas into a suitcase?
That's exactly what the chief terror inspector said. He was baffled, that's why.
Did they ever find this guy?
I never kept up to date, I don't have a clue, I just left it.
You haven't kept in touch?
No.
Well, he's here tonight.
I'm the king of the swingers! What I doubt here is that if you've taken a piece of unattended luggage to the police, I don't think they're going to then immediately open it.
Oh, it was no longer unattended when I got to the police, because
No, but you're saying... But that's not going to reassure them, because you're saying, I've no idea whether or not this has got a bomb in it. So...
I never use those words. You don't use the word bomb in this situation. I just...
You do a mime.
I'm worried this might be...
He opened it when?
Right, we need a decision. Truth or lie?
Well, you think it's a lie?
I do, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK, Kevin, were you telling the truth?
It's a lie.
Yes, it was a very big lie. Kevin didn't take a suitcase containing 34 bunches of bananas to a police station. Next up, Robert Webb.
As a child, I had so many imaginary friends, we formed an imaginary gang.
Did the gang have a name?
Yes, the gang were called the Guy Buys.
The what? The Guy Buys?
They were called the Guy Buys.
How are you spelling that?
I never had cause to spell it. Talking about, you know...
If you had to spell it now, how would you spell it?
G-Y hyphen... By... B-I...
E-S.
How many were in the gang?
There was quite a few. There were 12.
The same number as apostles.
Well, it does occur to me that this was a harmless little messiah complex.
Right.
So did you appoint yourself head of the imaginary?
Yeah, I was basically Jesus.
Do you still keep in touch with the rest of the gang?
They were imaginary friends, so they sort of disappeared as soon as I stopped thinking about them.
Did you have names for the guy-bys?
I think I borrowed names from people I knew at school and my brother. They were like Mark and Andrew and all the apostles. They were, and Chris.
Judas?
Chris isn't.
Chris, and obviously Judas Iscariot. Yes.
Did you have a favourite guy by?
Chris was good.
Did you have a rival gang, the guy by? Was there a feud or anything like that?
Well, there was always our main enemy was the Joker, which I think I borrowed from Batman.
What would he do, the Joker?
Oh, just, rob banks and stuff, and we would, we'd chase him on our bike. They were very good at getting on the back of the bike.
You were like a Red Cross display team, weren't you?
They were. I sort of imagined them sort of diagonally stacked.
Did you all sleep in one bed?
Oh, they weren't really. I mean,
Into it.
This is pretty. As much as I encourage the gay boys, the guy boys. No, they were very much a pre-sexual phenomenon.
Have we established yet why they were actually called the guy-bys?
No, it's just a sort of sound that children make. Well, that this child made.
See, the thing is, guy-by sounds like baby talk. It might be like just some words that you formulated. But you also were aware of Marvel comic enemies at that age.
Batman wasn't a Marvel character.
Batman wasn't Marvel?
No, that's Marvel's Spider-Man, Captain America, the Hulk. Superman was Action Comics. 1880s.
I hate him when he does that Stephen Fry thing, don't you? All that knowledge.
All that knowledge. An answer is what we need, so... Go now.
Just a minute. Are you doing me again?
I'm flirting round the edges of you, Terry. Not careful, I'll set fire to you. Right. What are you going to say, then? What are you, truth or lie?
Sounds plausible. Young guy, read a few comics, read the Bible, merged the two in his head and formed the guy bys.
Wow. It's like having Inspector Frost in the studio with us. What about you, Katy? Which way are you leaning?
Well, I think he clearly has a wonderful imagination. That's clear. So I think, yes, it's true.
OK. I will say it's true.
You're going to say true? OK. Robert Webb, truth or lie?
It is a true thing.
Yes, it was all true. When Robert was a child, he did form an imaginary gang from his many imaginary friends. It may seem odd, but loads of people have tons of imaginary friends. It's called being on Facebook. So at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points and Lee's team have 2. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Tony. Kevin, we'll start with you. What is your relationship with Tony?
This is my mate, Tony. We were once questioned by the police for stealing a life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
Katy, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and he freed me from a vending machine when I got my foot stuck in the push compartment.
Finally, Lee, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and until today, I had never met this man before, but the person that was supposed to be doing this tonight didn't turn up. So I grabbed the first person I saw outside the studio.
So there we have it. Kevin's partner in crime, Katy's snack machine saviour, or Lee's stand-in man. Right, David, off you go.
Well, Lee's one is quite difficult to cross-examine, isn't it? So essentially what Lee's saying is, here's Tony, he's a random bloke. Who was supposed to come, Lee?
Well, had it gone to plan today, I would have said, this is Graham, and he's my self-defence instructor, because I'm learning self-defence.
Right. What happened to Graham? Did he get beaten up?
The story I am told is that he hurt his arm this morning during a self-defence class, and then very late in the day, he got in the car to come here and had some turn because of the painkillers he was on and cancelled and said, I can't come.
Well, it's a sad old story.
Yeah. So what was Tony doing here before you found him?
He's a joiner, which is somebody that puts wood together.
Thank you.
I didn't want you thinking he was somebody that just randomly joined clubs.
He's a very sociable guy.
Joiner, where are you going? I'm going to join a club.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Go-bys, yeah.
Okay. Where were you in the complex?
Well, I'm not sure how good this is for national television, but I'll tell you, David. I was just outside that door where some people go out for a cigarette. I think you're aware of that door, David.
I'm aware of the door.
I'm sorry if David's parents are watching to break the news like this. David occasionally does that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking cigarettes either.
No. To me, it will always be the heroin door.
What sort of incentive did you offer this good man to come here and make a complete numpty of himself?
Well, answer the man, Rob.
The rejected chuckle brother has got the better of me again.
Okay, well, I mean, I must say, Lee's story is incredibly plausible.
And incredibly tedious.
Yes, I mean, that's why it rings so true.
Kevin, your partner in crime, what did this man do with you?
I think crime's a strong word, Terry, from a man who has got arson in his past. We were questioned by the police, not charged out, just questioned for stealing a life-size cardboard cut of Hugh Grant.
What were you going to do with Hugh Grant?
We'd went to Blockbuster Video and nothing really caught our eye, except the life-size cardboard cut of Hugh Grant.
What? Sorry, I didn't understand a word of that.
We went to Blockbuster Video, okay?
And nothing caught your eye, Terry.
Finally, he's talking normal.
Exactly.
It shows to every Scottish person if you just made a little bit of effort.
Yeah. So we seen a life-size cut Hugh Grant on the way out. It was threatening to be a pretty dull evening until we seen this, and we thought we'll steal this and have a laugh on the way back home. And we were walking home, a police car pulled up and said, "Where are you going with Hugh Grant, lads?" The police guy could not see the funny side at all and decided to put him in the passenger seat, put us two in the back and drive. And drive us to the police station to be questioned.
We haven't touched on Katy yet.
No, we haven't.
Yes, you've been told about that, Terry. We told you quite clearly before we started.
Yeah. Where was the vending machine?
It was at Cardiff Central train station.
What did the vending machine vend?
What is this thing you call love, human?
Does it vend? It vended the normal stuff, drinks, chocolate bars.
What were you doing with your foot in the vending machine?
Well, I put the money in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get a drink, and I could see that it had come out a bit, but not properly.
Yeah.
And after trying to get it out with my hands, I tried my foot.
And it got stuck?
Yes.
But was it a little hole or a big slot?
It was like a tray thing.
And how did this fine man help you?
He was working at the train station,
Yeah.
and he's clocked it and came along and said, "Do you want a hand?"
And you said, "We must keep in touch. Can I have your email address?"
We didn't stay in touch, but I knew how to find him.
How did you
Because
find
he's
him?
still working at Cardiff Cardiff Central.
But what I don't understand, right? The
Go
thing's
on.
fallen down.
Yes.
And you're having difficulty getting it out with your hand. Now,
Correct.
hands are basically better than feet.
Yes.
So I wonder why you sort of think, if the hand can't do it, why is the foot going to develop the knack?
No, my logic was, I tried with the hands, and I thought sort of a kick, brute force, you know, might work instead. That was the logic.
Was it the sort of door? You know, because often the slot at the bottom has got a sort of door.
Yes, it had a
I
door.
offered slot, and she called it a tray.
Yeah, it's not a tray, is it?
It's not a tray.
A tray would be removable.
This is like good cop, guy by cop.
How did he release the foot? What exactly did he do?
He had a key to open the front bit.
So you just went back and...
Well, what do you think is the most plausible story then, Terry? Do you think it's...
I think, and once again, I may be putting my faith, as indeed I have throughout my life, in a woman.
So you believe Katy?
He looks Welsh.
I think Lee or Kevin. I'm having some
Guys,
difficulty.
I need some consensus.
I'm trouble picturing the foot lodged in the tray.
If you're saying you're going towards Lee, you have to then accept that he is having self-defence lessons.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because if, you know...
Why are you getting self-defence lessons?
Well, because my wife decided to take self-defence lessons, and she asked me to come with her. We have private lessons, and he comes round to the house.
I wasn't expecting it. It was on the NHS.
I've thrown money at the problem.
What are you going to say then, chaps? Is Tony Kevin's Hugh Grant thief? Gosh, crikey, gosh. Katy's vending machine hero or Lee's last resort?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh dear.
I think maybe Kevin. I think I'll go for Kevin.
And you think it's Katy? I don't know. So I'm going to say we think it's Katy.
OK. Tony, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Tony, and me and Kevin did steal a life-size Hugh Grant cut out.
Were there any charges?
No, it was a caution.
And you're proud of it, aren't you? I can see there's a real pride in your face. You feel you should have a Duke of Edinburgh award, don't you? Thank you very much, Tony. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies. We will start with... it's David Mitchell.
When I was 12, I saved up all my pocket money and bought a rowing boat that I never used.
Right. How much was the boat?
I think it was about £120.
Oh. How much did you make pocket money a week?
Oh, £2,000, something like that. No, I can't remember, but I think it would be something like £1.
Whoa. You earned £1 a week, pocket money?
Yeah.
The boat was £120?
Yeah. You know, I had the occasional windfall.
Christmas. What's the windfall?
Christmas and birthdays.
Lottery.
Christmas and birthdays, and the other festival only our family did.
Where were you planning to go in this boat?
I planned to sort of row around in it when on holiday.
And how did you propose to get it on holiday? You had your eye on a nice Ford Fiesta with a tow bar.
At that age, I would often holiday with my parents.
Who should I holiday with this year?
Yeah.
Parents! Come
It
here.
seemed to go tremendously well before.
Parents, I've got a proposal for you.
And what stopped the plan?
Basically, the boat was a bit too big.
A bit too big for what? The sea? Every time I pushed it into the water, it kept hitting France. Can't get it into there. Try it sideways, then! Where did you keep it?
It was, I think, in our front garden.
You think?
Yeah.
Did you ever sit in the boat in the front garden? Pretending. Yeah. With a knotted hanky.
So, which way are you going to go with it? Truth or lie?
What do we think, Katy?
I sort of, I think it's true.
I'm going to go for a lie.
I would say that it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. When David was 12, he did spend all his pocket money on a rowing boat that he never used. Interestingly, David is one of the few people to own a boat they can never use who hasn't been a contestant on Bullseye. Next. It's Lee.
After an incident with a permanent marker, I had to go to my son's parents' evening with a moustache and glasses drawn on my face.
David's team, do you believe that?
OK. Who drew this on your face, or did you do it to yourself?
Yes. I did it to myself. I was on the way to my son's parents' evening and thinking, I haven't got a tie. Oh, I know, I'll pretend I'm somebody else instead.
What happened?
I was asleep one afternoon. My wife thought it would be funny if my son drew the thing on the face. So she said, go and get one of your felts, because the felts are, you know, the washable ones. He started drawing on my face. I woke up, I laughed a bit, I let him carry on, and then we looked at the pen, realised it was permanent marker. And when I went to wash it off, it came off a bit, but not enough. And we were late, so we just had to go.
Can't you try, I don't know, white spirit or something? Doesn't
I could have tried a blowtorch as well.
Silly bang.
What sort of moustache was it? Was it a sort of twirly one? Or just a sort of more Hitler-type thing? Or...
Couldn't go into your son's school with a Hitler.
Well, you definitely couldn't, David. That would be wrong.
So, David, which way?
Well, I think... You think it's a lie?
Yeah.
You think it's a lie? We're going to say it's
You're going to say it's a lie. OK, Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, It's a lie. Lee didn't go to his son's parents' evening with a moustache and glasses drawn on his face. Next. Terry.
Every year, I signal the start of Christmas dinner by taking my seat opposite Mrs. Wogan and firing a pistol loaded with a blank or blank.
What do you think?
Well, I've always wanted to say this is like a dream come true. Is it the current Mrs. Wogan?
Yes, the poor soul.
You ever set fire to her?
In ways that I will not divulge.
OK, so then where'd you get this pistol from?
I have a gun licence.
I didn't ask you that. You can answer whatever questions you like, Sir Terry.
And I wouldn't be afraid to use it. These are blanks. It's a simple tradition.
How did it start, the tradition?
Well, years ago. My father did it before me.
Why did he do it?
Until the accident.
No, things, you know, develop in families, little traditions. The fun starts in the Wogan household with a pistol shot. It's a bit frightening at first for the grandchildren, but they get over it. So they know that it's the beginning of the great festival, that Grandad has fired his pistol. Time to get the bird out.
Right, Lee.
Kevin, what do we think?
I think it's a lie.
Kevin's saying a lie.
Kevin's
Katy,
a lie.
what are you
Katy?
saying?
It just seems a very dangerous thing to do with your family around. I think it's a lie.
You say lie?
I say it's a
You
lie.
say it's a lie. Terry, is it true or is it a lie? Yes, it's a lie. Terry does not signal the start of Christmas dinner by firing a pistol loaded with a blank or blanks. Although Terry does have a strict Christmas dinner routine. He asks Mrs. Wogan if she wants stuffing, and then 2 hours later they enjoy a cold lunch. Well, that noise signals time's up, and it's the end of the show. And I can reveal that in an exciting finish, David's team have won by 6 points to 3. But of course, it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Sir Terry Wogan. Yes, Sir Terry Wogan, who's such an unscrupulous liar, he makes Eurovision voting look above board. Good night.
Terry's just set fire to my script. Rob Brydon is live at the Apollo tomorrow at 9:40. Ready for takeoff, Stephen Fry is your captain and enjoying his costume far too much. QI on BBC Two. And later, getting a life jacket's never been easier. Credit card at the ready for Come Fly With Me at 10:30.
To Would I Lie To You, the show with a fondness for fabulous fibs. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a chef who likes to experiment with food. As do I. Sometimes I put the beans under the toast. It's Heston Blumenthal. And a comedian who's so posh he employs a chauffeur to deliver his punchlines. It's Jupp. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a member of the Fox acting dynasty. Her cousin is Lawrence Fox. Her uncle is James Fox. Her second cousin is Basil Brush. It's Emilia Fox! And a man who's gone from a long-haired layabout dreaming of becoming a comedian to a long-haired layabout who actually is a comedian, Ed Byrne. And so we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've got no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Miles, you're first up tonight.
After a visit to a school fete, I had to tell my neighbour their cat had been run over, while my own face was painted like a kitten.
Lee's team.
Oh, please be true. Please. You were at the school fete as what? As a dad, or were you working on the stall doing the face painting or anything? Or were you
there was a sort of shift, so I did help with one of the stalls, but I was also there just as a parent.
What was the stall you were helping on?
Bric-a-brac.
Bric-a-brac?
Bric-a-brac.
How did you find out the cat had been killed?
Because it was killed regrettably close to our house.
What kind of cat was it?
A tabby cat.
And how was it killed, sorry?
Unfortunately, it was a truck that shouldn't have been... It was one of the very... Not just a normal-sized lorry, a very, very long lorry that should not really have thought that it could drive around those streets, but was attempting to, and it flattened.
So you actually saw the lorry flatten the cat, and then you had to go and tell the neighbour?
Yeah.
I feel like this is the truth, except for the part about the truck, and that actually you killed this cat.
What was the cat called?
She was called Jenny.
Jenny? Jenny.
What was the owner called? Tiddles? In a horrible name mix-up, they started calling each other by the wrong name.
If you want to find fault with someone's cat naming logic, you've got to have a go at my neighbours.
Well, they're grieving. Let's leave them out of it.
Yeah. Did you kill their cat?
I didn't.
You say you didn't kill the cat. You might have been partly responsible because you were there dressed as a cat when it happened. It might have been the driver of the truck.
I wasn't dressed as a cat.
Has looked over and gone, size of that cat. Meanwhile, the little cat crossing the road has gone, is that your mummy? Two incidents combined. You've killed little Jennifer, to give her full name.
No, just either that or it was a hit aimed for you, and the description given looks a bit like a cat.
Did you pick the cat up and take it to the neighbours, or did you just point to the cat and say, that's where your cat is? No.
I didn't pick it up.
What happened when they answered the door? Talk us through that conversation. That must have been very awkward.
Had you still, at this point, not remembered that your face was painted like
No,
that?
I didn't until after I told them, and then I went home and went, I just had to tell so-and-so.
So they've opened the door. Can you remember anything about the first few words of that conversation?
Well, it was very awkward. I've never had to do that before. So I said...
Meow.
They said hello in a sort of cheery, or maybe he's come round for some sort of jolly reason.
Well, no one gave them that impression.
I said, I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid that I've just seen Jenny get run over.
And they said...
What?
What did they say then? Oh, sorry, you're acting.
They said what?
I thought you were acting. Sorry. I genuinely thought you didn't understand the question, but you were in character. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll get to a point where you're asking questions I don't understand. Something has happened.
The regulars like that
one. And they said, thank you very much for telling us. And then I went back into my house, I live next door, and...
Did you go through the front door or back? When you realised you had your makeup on still at home,
Which my wife pointed out to me. I came home and I said, "Oh, this dreadful thing's just happened."
And my wife said, "You know that you've still got your face painted like a kitten?" And I said, "Oh, no."
Did you and your wife look at each other in shock and just feel terrible, or did you both instantly start laughing?
She laughed immediately.
She's an awful woman, though.
No, you're not. Ignore the Irish man.
You're the best female truck driver in the world. You all right, Mark? You know that is furballs.
So what are you thinking, Lee? Does this have the ring of truth for you?
Emilia, what do we think?
I think it's a total lie.
Do you? Not
Do you?
even an ounce of truth in this?
Not for me. It's going round to the neighbours, and you haven't really actually told us anything about the neighbours. You haven't talked about who it was who answered the door and how you then got to talk to them.
All right, well, Paul answered the door.
Paul. And Paul is married too.
Paul is not married.
Oh, but you did say them. You told them that their cat had died.
Yeah, there are a number of ways in which people cohabit.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe
I
it?
don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
Are we going to say
Say
lie?
lie.
Say lie.
OK. Miles, truth or lie?
Oh, ye of little... It's a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Miles didn't have to tell his neighbour their cat had been run over while his face was painted like a kitten. Ed Byrne, it's your turn.
I once found a steak pie down my trousers.
David's team.
No further questions.
Was it hot or cold?
By the time I found it, it was body temperature. You know,
From which direction had it reached body temperature? From piping hot downwards or from cold upwards?
I think it had gone from room temperature to my body temperature. I was actually sitting on the tube, and I realised that there was a steak pie in my trousers.
Which line were you on?
Actually, it wasn't the London tube. It was the Glasgow Underground, actually. More specifically.
So you're sitting there.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
It was morning. I was on my way home, and I felt uncomfortable, and I put my hand down the
So
back
it's early morning. You're on way home from some sort of party.
I was a student, and I think that answers all of the questions.
Were you drunk?
I was not drunk at the time, just because I was in Glasgow. No.
No, because you're Irish.
Yeah.
That takes the curse off it, right?
I surmise what had happened was I had fallen asleep in someone else's living room, and somebody thought it would be funny to put a steak pie, not just in my trousers, actually in my pants.
It was in your pants?
Yes.
Was it at the front, back,
it was
on the side?
I would say what has happened is I've fallen asleep face down, and it has been shoved down the back.
It was down the
But
back.
I tell you, whoever it was made an effort. They pushed it. It had become...
It was down in the gusset.
Yeah. In fairness, I don't think they were really my friends. I sort of inveigled my way back into somebody's house without really having been invited. Sometimes there's a group of people going back. And I think I wasn't entirely a welcome addition to the evening.
So you wake up in the flat.
Yes.
You've been asleep face down.
Yes.
So you've not yet felt the effects of the pie.
That's right.
You stand up.
Yes. Still not aware of it.
You don't feel that there's something extra.
No. You're talking about a man who's already carrying quite a lot of weight down there.
Right. Okay. So it's only added maybe 2-3% of the general wealth of matter.
Yes.
And then you walk, presumably, from this flat to this underground station.
Yeah.
You don't notice on that walk that there's something
No.
not
And I may
part
well,
of you.
For all I know, at that I have been shedding pie crust like something from The Great Escape.
Wasn't it smelling? Were you not like walking along constantly going, there's a Greggs everywhere around here?
So then you get on the train. What point do you notice the pie?
It's only a 8-minute journey then to my stop. So at some point there, it's only then while sitting down.
At some point. It's not the moment you sat down on a pie.
No, it definitely.
That wasn't the time.
No.
It just you gradually became aware.
Yeah.
I
was
don't
like,
believe that. It was you've got a pie in your pants.
David, even if you don't believe it, you don't need to be angry about it.
I'm trying to break it. What sort of pants were you wearing? If that's not too sexy a question.
I don't want to sound like I'm making things up, but I don't remember exactly what.
Don't remember what pants you found a pie in. That's not a mental image that stayed with you.
Well,
the type of pants from which the pie emerged.
No, because
I would remember that.
They didn't emerge. I was sitting on the underground, and I went, and I just sort of, I put my hand down. And...
Oh, can you imagine the face of the person opposite?
Especially on the started eating it.
So what are you going to say, David? Which way?
I think it's full of plausible detail, such as they didn't want you at the party.
We think it's true that he did have a pie in his pants.
Ed, was it the truth, or were you telling us a lie?
To my eternal shame, it is true.
Yes, I'm afraid that was true. Ed did once find a steak pie down his trousers. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Rodney. Miles, what is Rodney to you?
This is Rodney. I was so excited to see him driving my old car that I gave him a cheery honk and he drove into a hedge.
Heston, what is Rodney to you?
This is Rodney. He helped me break the world record for the most sit-ups in 2 minutes.
And finally, David, your relationship with Rodney?
This is Rodney, and he had to retrieve my shoe when a drunk man threw it at the Skittles in a bowling alley.
There we are. So, it's Miles's distracted driver, it's Heston's sit-up supporter, or David's bowling buddy. Lee's team, where would you like to start?
Right, let's start with Heston. Let's start with Heston. This 2-minute sit-up world record, how many did you do?
Was 128.
Whoa. You did more than 1 a second?
Yes. Because I've been looking at this for 2 years before, because I was doing about 3,000 a day.
You were doing 3,000 sit-ups a day.
And that's still not even the weirdest thing he's ever done.
Can you do a sit-up now for us?
Actually, I can't, because I am having a hip replacement.
I'm not surprised the amount of times you do sit-ups in 2 minutes.
What are you going to do with your old hip? Because I reckon you should make a casserole out of it.
So, how did Rodney help in a sit-up session?
Well, I needed somebody to spot me.
What does that mean?
It's basically somebody making sure you're doing the correct sit-up and then counting.
So he's like the ref?
Yes.
All right, who would you like to quiz next?
OK, we'll go for Miles.
Could you just remind us of the statement?
Driving along, I was very excited to see my old car, which Rodney was driving, and I gave a cheery honk, and as a result of that, he steered into a hedge.
Did you sell it to him?
No, I sold it to a dealership.
And then he bought it off the dealer?
Yeah.
Where exactly were you?
When he went into the hedge?
Yes.
Cornwall.
You saw your old car.
Yeah.
You don't know the guy driving it.
No.
And you think, let's honk at him, because he's driving our old car.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to tell the difference between a cheery honk and a get out of the way, what are you doing, you crazy fool? Oh, that's our old car.
Or have you got a selection of honks? Is there like an aggressive one and one that does, agadoo?
In retrospect, it wasn't well thought through.
No, you're right.
What speed were you going?
Well, we would have been going... It was windy lane, so probably somewhere in the region of 35, 40 miles an hour.
And was he badly injured?
No, he wasn't badly injured, but he wasn't as relaxed about it as he looks now.
So what happened? Did you then get out of the car and...
Well, I felt very guilty. Stopped the car, I got out and I said... and he went, what are you doing? And I said, I'm really sorry that we honked. The reason I honked was because this used to be our car. You're driving our old car.
At what point did he say, but why have you got a cat's face on?
I know.
How do you behave if you see a man and he's going out with a girl you used to go out with? What?
We're not talking about big numbers here.
Well, whatever her nickname was, we don't care.
OK, what about David's statement?
You'll have to remind us, David.
He had to retrieve my shoe when a drunk man threw it at the skittles in a bowling alley.
What? Okay, well, first of all,
Yes, let's
what
get
were
on.
you doing in a bowling alley? Second of all, what were you doing in possession of your own shoe in a bowling alley?
And thirdly, they're not called skittles, they're called pins. But apart from that, so far it's all adding up.
Surely your shoe was behind a counter somewhere.
Well, precisely, it was until just before it was chucked.
Oh, it wasn't the shoe you were wearing, it was the one that was in the bit that you swapped them.
I wasn't currently wearing the shoe. When he threw it, I wasn't in it.
Was it your bowling shoe that was thrown, or your own shoe?
My own
Your own
shoe.
shoe.
Who was the guy that threw the shoe?
I think his name was Chris.
And what year was this?
It was the year 2012 AD.
So you were... So who was the guy that threw the shoe?
A friend of a friend.
So what's he done?
I'm getting my shoe.
Right.
We're leaving.
OK.
You know, the bowling expedition is coming to an end. Very sad time.
Yeah. So he's thrown the shoe at the skittle, and...
it wasn't just my shoe.
What did he throw?
There was a group of us.
Yeah.
And we were all leaving at once.
Yes.
And he was part of the group, but he was sort of enjoying himself on a different level.
Yeah.
I'd say there was disagreement in the group as to on what level life should be lived.
Yes.
And he was on the very much the heightened, you know, tomorrow we may die.
So I can imagine you were lobbying other members of the group to join your level of life enjoyment versus
I
his
was
level
already
of life
very
enjoyment.
disappointed by the bowling alley's wine list. But this guy that threw the shoe, he was having a lovely time. Beer had been drunk. And when some of us were trying to get our normal life shoes rather than the magic shoes of bowling.
Do you get up in the morning and call them the normal life shoes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mummy, the normal life shoes. The normal life vest.
Yeah. Think again. Today I shall have the skis of exceptional invention. So the shoes are being handed back, and this guy runs past, snatches 3 or 4 shoes.
Well, how many legs have you got?
They're not on the counter at this point.
He
chooses his moment
with
frankly, with the accuracy of a sober man.
Yes.
Runs, and he do it with some sort of Viking shout of glee. Chucks them towards what I now realise are pins.
Right.
You haven't said what the occasion was.
It was a stag do.
A stag do for one of your chums?
For a stranger. I was the stripper. No, yes, a friend's stag do.
And how does Rodney come into the story?
He worked at the bowling alley.
Yes.
I think still does.
Yes.
And you can't just wander down. He went and he walked down one of the the gutters.
Did he?
And retrieved the shoes.
So did anything else happen on this stag night? Did they do anything to the groom, like tie him to a lamppost, strip him naked, anything like that?
Anyone get a steak pie down their pants?
No, because everyone had been invited.
All right, well, we need an answer. So Lee's team, is Rodney Miles's distracted driver, Heston's sit-up supporter, or David's bowling buddy?
Well, this is difficult, isn't it? Because you would have thought that if Heston would have been that good at sit-ups, I feel I would have known that.
One of the flaws I see in David's story is the idea that there was loads of their shoes were on the counter, and he picked up a load of shoes. Whereas when you're in a bowling alley and you get your shoes back, there's one person giving the shoes back.
Well, the flaw, I think, in David's argument is the amount of friends he claims to have.
I don't believe Miles' story.
You don't believe Miles at all?
You wouldn't just
At all.
contact somebody just because they were driving your old car.
No. I thought it was Heston and David.
You think it's Heston or David?
Yeah.
You think it's...
I think it's Heston.
So that means that I'm going to take the mean average and say it's Heston and half of David.
So you're saying that it's Heston. OK. Rodney, would you please reveal your true identity?
Hi, I'm Rodney, and I helped Heston break the world record for sit-ups.
Thanks very much, Rodney. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lives, and we start with... It's Lee.
Every time I make a cup of tea, I pretend I'm in the World Darts Final and test out my skill at throwing the tea bag in the cup.
David's team.
That's not exactly what you have to do in darts, is it? How far away from the cup do you stand to throw the bag?
I do exactly 4 paces, but large paces. So, Rob, about 6 paces.
And what sort of tea bags do you favour?
The old David Mitchell chat-up line. The tea bag of preference
Do you
is...
use a pyramid bag?
No.
Or a frisbee-like Tetley affair?
The little round ones, the round ones. Because as we all know, if you're going to try and throw a pyramid-shaped tea bag into a cup at 4 paces, well, you're an idiot. We all know that.
What's your success rate?
About 1 in 10. The way I do it is this. So you get 3 tea bags, you take your 4 paces, and then you do a little bit of a, psych yourself up, pretend it's the World Darts Final, give yourself
have a pint of bitter.
Yeah. Put on a bit of weight, yeah. Get the tea bag, and then give myself a bit of pressure by saying to myself, here he is. He needs to get 1 tea bag into the cup to become the World Darts Champion. Can he do it?
If you get it in the cup, do you then say 180?
No, because there's only 1, so I just go, 1! But I usually end it, I go, 1 tea! Throw 3, and then I'll go back and I'll gather the 3, and I'll do it again, and I'll give myself 1 final throw of 3s.
This sounds remarkable, and we're all now picturing it, aren't we?
Yeah.
In our minds. How lovely it would be if we had a mug,
well, that's the thing.
and if we had some tea bags, and if the mug, for example, got popped just on the desk there. Why don't you put it
Well,
there?
that is far more than 4 paces.
Yeah, you've got to come over here. You come over here.
I tell you what, after this, we're going to forget all this truth and lies stuff. This is a much better game.
Right. So what I do is I go up to the cup like that, and I'll sort of do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I'll often do this. I'll look to my right, might put the kettle on, get it ready, and I'll often look to the left and go, Rob, get out of the kitchen. I'll go, Heston, the beans are burning, you were in charge of them. David, put some clothes on, and then I will... The trick is to get... You can't squeeze too hard because you've split the bag.
Oh, I know.
The trick is to give the tea bags a little shake, and then you've got to get them compact. I mean, it's a bit disgusting, but a real little trick is if you've got sweaty palms, you'll get a bit more, you know what I mean? A bit more,
Yeah, I've got sweaty palms.
Yeah, but I don't want you, because I'm going to drink the tea.
Oh, right.
And you're not always going to be there for me, are you?
I am.
At least say you're not, David. And then you put it onto your head.
Lee, just say, you've obviously got quite a large kitchen.
Well, no, because now I'm now in the living room.
But you just said the kettle's there.
Yeah, no, I keep the kettle in the living room. I'm old school. Why get up to make a cup of tea? Put it next to your sofa. Not needing it. Right, and then you do that. You get it on your head like this.
Yeah.
Like that, and then you do that. I'll tell you what, when it hits the cup, it's a lovely noise. Now, at this point at home, I'll be going, because look at this. This is actually turning into an event now. And then I'll go, Lee Mack has only got 6 tea bags left to become the world champion. He's going to have to make sure that this one goes in, otherwise Joggy Wilson will be in.
Well, there we are. So what are you going to say then, David?
Well, the thing is, it is difficult now, because whether or not it's true, he's definitely going to do it from now on. As am I. Do you think it's a lie?
I'm not sure.
I think it's true.
Well, I think we're going to say true.
You're going to say it's true. OK, Lee, truth or lie?
It was, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. Lee does pretend he's in the World Darts Final every time he makes a cup of tea. Next, it's David.
There is something about me that elephants like. Every time I visit a zoo, they thunder towards me and point their trunks in my direction.
Right,
When did you first notice elephants finding you so attractive?
I don't think elephants liked me before I hit puberty.
Do you believe that puberty was the triggering thing?
Correlation is not causation.
Oh, another one of your catchphrases. I told you they don't catch on, David.
What's correlation?
OK, where were you? When did you first notice it?
I think it was probably at the Cotswold Safari Park.
Right.
I'd recently become a man.
Yes.
Quite an imposing figure striding around the Cotswold Wildlife Park. Still intellectually juvenile, in that I was still interested in the animals. And then I was passing the elephant's enclosure, and it swiveled its head towards me. And it was quite alarming. And then it started to move slowly towards me. And then as it moved towards me, its trunk it straightened, as if in arousal.
Yes.
Have you ever been on safari?
No, I haven't, for obvious reasons.
How many zoological gardens / safari parks have you been to and observed this in elephants?
At least 9 or 10 sort of times.
You play you, right? I'll play the elephant. Right. Now, if you'd like to walk towards me, and I'll...
No, you've got to spot me. It's not about what I do, it's about... It's exactly like...
Is that how it happens?
Yes.
Wow. There's something about being the elephant, then. I believe it to be true. Have you always been with the same people or different people to the safari park? Has it been mixed up enough to know it's you, specifically?
Yes. The only person who's always with me is my friend Kevin the bun seller.
So what do you think, then, Lee? Do you think that's true, or was he making that all up? What would you say?
I don't believe it at all.
No.
There's not even an ounce of truth in it. I think we're going to have to say it's a lie.
OK, so you say it's a lie. David, attracting elephants, truth or lie?
Well, it is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Elephants don't thunder towards David and point their trunks in his direction when he visits the zoo. Well, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 3 points to 2. But it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is Miles Jupp. Yes, it's Miles Jupp. He's as honest as the day is long in the Arctic in the middle of the winter. Good night. Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that sorts the facts from the fibs. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, she presents the One Show, which is now part of British life. Without it, millions of families would have to eat their tea in silence. It's Alex Jones. The presenter of the extremely popular daytime quiz show Pointless, whose fans will no doubt be tuning into this show tonight. So a big welcome to students, the unemployed and the bedridden. It's Alexander Armstrong. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, well, 12 years ago, he was honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award. He didn't take the hint. He's still here. It's Chris Tarrant. First, light lunch, now the Great British Bake Off. Is there any meal she won't exploit for her own financial gain? Mel Gedroych! And so we start with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction, and we'll start with Alex.
Oh, here we go. I once lost Julian Lloyd Webber's cello because I was chatting up a parking attendant.
David and team.
Lot of factors there. Why were you in possession of Julian Lloyd Webber's cello?
Because he had lent it to me.
Why did he lend you his cello?
Well, not exactly lend.
You
I
nicked
was
it?
kind of looking after it.
Where were you, Alex?
I was in Manchester.
Right.
Yeah.
And was he playing? Was he doing a gig or something?
He was doing, he was like with an orchestra, but he had his own solo part, so he played.
I know an orchestra. They have an instrument each, don't they?
Yeah, but David, he had a special part.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
But for which he didn't need his cello. It was. He asked you to hold the cello.
This was before.
And go and check on the parking scenario in the middle of the symphony.
This was before the concert.
Okay.
So did you know him?
I hadn't met him before. No.
But what was the great attraction of the parking attendant?
Very handsome, very fit. It was a very hot
How could you
day.
tell him a big hat like that and his jacket up
He
there?
didn't
How
have a
could you
hat
tell?
on. They were very modern parking attendants.
Oh, he didn't have a hat
I think we need to analyse this story chronologically.
Right. Yes.
Now, it is the day of the concert.
Right.
Yes. Dawn breaks.
Right.
Where are you and where is Julian Lloyd Webber?
Julian Lloyd Webber and I are both in Manchester.
When did you meet?
In the car park.
Said like a true Welsh girl.
No, the car park. I'm afraid the car park is not an acceptable answer to the question,
Right.
when did you meet?
Right.
Because the car park is a place, not a time.
Let me set the scene.
Okay.
So, I'm in the car park with the car park attendant.
Of course you are. Yeah.
The car park attendant is just there. He hasn't got a hat on. He's not that official.
He's just generally hanging around the car park, all sexy.
He's just hanging out.
Yeah.
What's he wearing at the time?
Has he got anything on?
Is he naked?
Jeans on and a t-shirt.
Jeans and a t-shirt?
And an
This is just some guy.
Some bloke.
He's told you he's a car park attendant because he wants to sound important.
Is that important?
Yeah, it's the sexiest thing you can say. Everyone knows that.
Julian Lloyd Webber walks in with his cello.
With his cello. Which weighs about 4 ton.
No, they're not that heavy.
Well,
Chris.
no.
They're not that heavy. And for someone like Julian, who's probably got a bit of sinew and bicep because of all his playing, it would be very light. It's not
That's
going
how
to feel
they
heavy.
pick cellists, isn't it? They
Yes.
pick the ones that can carry it. You can teach anyone to play it, but it's the carrying it that's the trick.
Exactly.
He pitches up. He's on his phone.
Yeah. Oh, while
on the phone
carrying the
and
cello.
carrying the cello.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Were you trying to get off with the car park man because you wanted to not pay for your own parking?
It's difficult to know if you're a car park attendant whether any relationship you're in is genuine. Is it me or is it just for the free parking?
Did he just hand the cello to you with a
Yes.
nod like that while he was on the understanding that you would know what he meant?
No, he'd put it down on his side and then just went.
What happens then?
Yes, this is crucial.
Then Julian comes off the phone, taps me on the shoulder. Where's my cello? I look round, cello gone.
What?
No!
It was the car parking attendant.
Who took the cello then?
The cello
Yeah?
had made its way into the concert hall.
Of course
On
you
its
have.
own.
The very best cellos can do that, can't they?
Well, somebody has taken the cello, gone into the concert hall with the cello. Julian and me flummoxed.
Flummoxed? So this is not an attempt to steal the cello. This is a do-gooder seeing an unattended cello and thinking, well, I can't leave that lying around. Someone could steal it. I'd better steal it.
He was a good citizen, so that's worth millions. It's on its own. I'll take it in.
Why were you at this concert? What was your ostensible role?
I was a runner researcher. So I was working on a television programme that they were making.
That's new information.
You didn't say that.
I'm suddenly
Yeah,
coming round to
I know.
Julian's point of view.
I know.
So what do you think, David? What are you going to say?
It's utter nonsense.
You think it's nonsense?
I'm going to say she's lying.
You both
I'm
think
gonna
she's
say
lying?
She's lying, yeah.
She's lying.
Well, I certainly... I think it's true.
Do you?
But not enough to overrule. I haven't...
Oh, don't say that, because now you...
Well, no, it's very rarely that I overrule. At the moment, I believe in democracy.
Yeah.
But if it turns out you guys are wrong, I may lose my belief in democracy, and this could become a police state.
So your answer is?
We're going to say it's a lie.
Saying it's a lie. Right. Alex
Actually,
Jones.
no, we're going to say it's true. Sorry, police state time, we're going to say it's true.
I like that. I like that. I find that arousing.
Alex, truth or lie?
Rob, you should have to take the first answer on this programme. It's true.
Yes, it's true. Alex did lose Julian Lloyd-Webber's cello because she was chatting up a parking attendant. Right, next up, it's Xander.
Oh.
I once prevented a burglar from breaking into my house by hiding behind the door and barking like two different dogs at him.
David's team.
First up, please do the two different dogs that you did. And say what the dogs were.
Okay, well,
I doubt that Xander, in his state of panic, went, first I'll do a Yorkshire Terrier, then I'll do... No, not an Airedale, a Retriever.
I can't do a retriever. I can't do a retriever. I've tried. No, what I tried to do... The effect I was going for was of scratching paint and doing... What I wanted to give an illusion of was weight and snuffling. So I went for...
Has anyone got Scooby Snap? And dog 2, the different dog. Maybe a smaller dog, the mastermind.
One was this. No, the other one, I'm just worried about it, but it was...
What? Did this frighten the burglar? Did he run off?
Did he break into the house, Chris? No.
Crouching down behind a door.
Yes.
And a burglar is also coming through the door.
Well, what was happening was the burglar was busy, was at the door trying to force his way in by shoulder barging. The door wasn't open, but he was trying to break the jam.
So this was at night?
And is your bed is your bed right by your front door?
No, it's not. My bed is in my bedroom.
Classic.
Yeah. I thought because that's the last
So you
place
thought,
they'll look.
hello, somebody's shoulder barging the front door.
I was woken up by thunk on the door, and I was just thinking, what do I do?
So did you hear he was barging away? Brum, brum,
Yeah.
Then you were then suddenly snuffling away at the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And then he paused, did he?
He paused.
And
then he went away. I think it weirded him out.
Why didn't you do the noise of a scary dog?
It sounded like a hamster.
This is a very big hamster. That would
scary, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually very scary.
But don't you have a burglar alarm, Xander?
I never set a burglar alarm.
Not on national television.
OK, David, what are you going to say? Truth or lie?
What do you think, Chris?
I think it's so daft, and he's so daft. And it's such a ridiculous vision. I think it's almost certainly true.
Mal?
I'm the yin to your yang.
Are you really?
I'm saying it's a lie, a big fat one. I want you to override me again, David.
I want you to override me. Sorry, if I do that again, it won't be special. I just don't think a burglar would try and shoulder barge the front door.
Okay.
I think a murderer might try and shoulder barge the front door.
So therefore your answer is?
Lie.
Lie, OK. Xander, was that the truth or was it in fact a lie?
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it is in fact a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Xander didn't prevent a burglar from breaking into his house by barking like two different dogs. I mean, of course, it's a lie. When burglars break into Xander's property, they still have to walk up the path, swim the moat, and slay the dragon before getting to the front drawbridge. So, at the end of that round, David's team are in the lead by 2 points to 0. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. And it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Sid. So, Chris Tarrant, what is Sid to you?
This is my dentist, Sid, and I had to drive her to A&E after biting her finger during a checkup.
Right, Mel, could you explain how you know Sid?
This is Sid. We once posed as members of an orchestra to gain backstage access to meet our idol.
Finally, David, what is your relationship with Sid?
This is Sid. Last year...
Sorry. There's something about you that I don't think you know any women or anyone called Sid.
In which case you'll be saying that it's a lie.
Correct.
This is Sid.
Lie.
This is Sid. Last year, she rescued me when a seaside donkey went haywire with me on its back.
Can I just say, I retract my earlier comment. True.
So, there we have it. Chris's disgruntled dentist, Mel's orchestral imposter, or David's seaside saviour. Lee, where do you want to start?
Well, should we start? Let's start with Chris. What was she doing that made you bite down so hard?
She's actually a very accomplished dentist. Her real name is Sydney Matthews. She is the junior partner in a company called Matthews and Priddy in Weybridge in Surrey.
Whoa.
Who are
Sorry,
top
her real name is
dentists.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney, girl's name Sydney.
I couldn't understand what he was saying, but now someone shouted it really loudly in Welsh. It's a lot clearer. So, sorry, Chris, say it again.
I fixed up to go and have a temporary crown taken out and put the proper one in.
Oh, yeah. Coronation, was it? You're getting up with yourself, Tarrant.
So she starts doing this little bit of drilling, and of course you've got so much drilling in your mouth. I'm going, it really hurts, I want to unattack it. And she said, what? At which point I bit her finger, in fact 2 fingers, really quite badly. And she is pouring blood.
And then just Sid treated you since?
No, but she's due to in about 3 months, so I'm trying to be quite nice to her.
All right, do you want to move on to another suspect?
David, what did it do, the donkey?
It ran suddenly in one direction with me on its back.
No.
Yes.
Where were you? I bet he says Blackpool.
No, I was on the beach. It was in Norfolk.
And a beach in Norfolk. Do you know which beach? I know Norfolk quite well. Which beach in Norfolk was it?
Oh, damn. It was Great Yarmouth.
When was this?
It was last year.
Do they let adults ride donkeys?
Good question. Ask him.
Yes, they do. They did. I got on the donkey, it went haywire. What? You saying I'm a liar? The donkey went haywire? Sid rescued me.
But what scared the donkey?
Yeah, I can answer that.
What?
You haven't explained why you were on the donkey. When I look at you, I don't think donkey.
Thank you.
I think Mel does.
The aim was... One child of some friends of mine wanted to have a donkey ride and then sort of was a bit nervous of the donkey ride and I said, well, I'd have a donkey ride to sort of demonstrate that it was, fine and safe.
Oh, so it was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
It was an absolute disaster. It was a very, very sad day.
Did you have to pay for the ride?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember roughly what that was?
I think roughly about £1,000. Been less than £1,000. Certainly not a million.
Would it be fair to say...
pounds. And it wasn't like 4p.
David, how did Sid rescue you?
She had a geographical advantage on the donkey because I don't think I'm being rude to Sid to say that she probably couldn't have matched this crazed beast for speed. She was over where the donkey was headed, sort of near there, and was able to intercept and grab the bit of string that's attached to a donkey's face.
It's like having Zara Phillips with us, isn't it? It really is.
I've literally never seen a donkey in your life.
Right, what about Mel then?
Just remind us again of your story.
This is Sid.
Yeah.
And we once posed as members of an orchestra.
Yeah.
To meet our idol.
Right.
Who's the idol, just for fun?
Leslie Judd, the ex-Blue Peter presenter.
Don't need to tell me who Leslie Judd is.
So, does Leslie Judd also play in an orchestra?
Not that I know of.
What was she doing there? then?
She was hosting the event.
Where was it?
It was in Oxford Town Hall.
And you were how old?
16.
You say you posed
We-
as orchestra members. How did you go and buy an instrument?
We borrowed from a friend, funnily enough, a cello case.
That's all you'd need, because one of you gets in it.
Yeah.
So hang on, when you were 16, I'm just thinking this through. Leslie Judd, as we all know, is a Blue Peter presenter back in the glorious
The
heyday
Fab Four.
of
The Fab
Blue
Four.
Peter. Exactly.
Notes, Purvis, Singleton, Judd.
When
Yeah.
grown-ups used to...
Yeah.
When grown-ups used to host
Exactly.
Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Great times.
Did it work?
We got past security.
I'm not sure about this security business, to be honest with you. I can imagine a meeting.
Oxford Town Hall.
Oxford Town Hall, where they're going, hey, we got on next week. Leslie Judd is hosting an orchestra. We're going to need some security.
Did she sign anything for you?
She did, yep. I had a Blue Peter annual.
Yeah.
I think Leslie was in circus gear on the front.
I've got that one.
Oh, that's
All right, we need an answer, so what are you going to say?
I think it's Chris.
You think Chris
Because
bit a lady?
Sid, more importantly,
Yeah.
looks like she could be a very good dentist.
No, you see, I have to disagree. I disagree. If we're going by looks alone, I'd say she's more likely to have manhandled a donkey. Well, we can't just go by looks, can we?
I think she looks like a really lovely friend of Mel's.
We need an answer, so...
Alex thinks it's Chris. Are you sticking with that?
I'm sticking 100%.
And Lee, presumably, you think me?
Despite my real gut reaction that it's David, I would say, of the two, we will go with Mel. Oh, will we go with Chris?
Split the difference. Me!
I'll say Mel.
You're saying Mel. OK, so, Sid, would you like to reveal your true identity?
My name is Sid, and Mel and I posed as members of an orchestra in order to meet our idol.
Yes, Sid and Mel did once pose as members of an orchestra in order to get backstage and meet Leslie Judd. Thank you very much, Sid. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but against the clock. We will start with... It's Lee.
I can always remember all my ex-girlfriends' names and the order in which I went out with them because their initials happen to make the acronym Bermuda.
OK, off we go. Bermuda. B.
What?
B.
B.
Will you please give me the names of all your ex-girlfriends and make the acronym Bermuda as quickly as possible, please?
OK. Brenda.
Brenda. Superb. Brenda is still as popular a name as ever. E. Ethel. I'm helping you. What's the next one?
Ethel. E.
Is it Ethel?
No, it's not Ethel.
Enid.
No, it's not Enid. Have another guess.
Erin. Sorry?
Erin.
Erin. OK.
I've just spelled Bermuda. But I know, really, I was joking it. Sorry, R. That was that was actually Regine.
Sorry?
Regine.
Regime, as in regime change?
No.
Next up after Regine.
Regine was the lovely Molly. Molly. I could tell you a thing or two about Molly, but this isn't the time.
Next one.
What about you?
This is the weird one. Right?
They're all a bit weird.
Not actually her name, right? But in my nickname for her, Una.
What was her real name?
Sally.
Why did you call Sally Una?
Because Una Stubbs played Aunt Sally in Where's the Gummidge.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
He's good.
Yeah, Dave, experimental year. If you've forgotten it, I'll never forgive you. Happy days, guys.
Dave, the D, that's what you're saying. The D
I'm not.
is Dave.
Of course I'm not.
Okay.
Delia. Not the Delia. And may I say, not my mother, who was called Delia. True story. Definitely not her.
But that's why it popped
I
into your
genuinely
head
would
now
rather
as you
have
were making it up. And A
was Alex.
That certainly is a serendipitous series.
Yeah, if it wasn't serendipitous, I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway.
What was the M again?
What?
The M again?
Volley.
And the E?
Was... What? The E. I'll tell you exactly what the E was.
The E was...
It was, in fact. I'll tell you exactly...
And the U.
And I
The
loved
U.
her. No.
The U.
Sally.
Real name?
Sally.
Yes. Come on, Lee, you know this. The D.
Give me a D.
The D was...
Mummy. Deirdre.
The E.
Give me an E. Erin.
The B.
Give me a B. That was a long time ago, to be fair.
And the R.
And the R was Regine. Regine? Little Regine.
Well,
Is that a name?
Regine. It's a name, isn't it? Tell me it's a name. Regine's a name. Anything's a name, isn't it? I went out with a girl called Cupboard for 3 weeks. No joke.
Where did cupboard come in the Bermuda list?
Oh, she was before I invented the acronym system.
Sorry, it was a system. It didn't happen by accident. You were seeking out people beginning with these letters. What was it about the island of Bermuda?
Because all my ex-girlfriends went missing.
So what do you think, David? What does your team think?
I think it's a lie.
Would he go with somebody called Brenda?
What do you mean, would I go? Yes, she was Miss World, right? She came and she said to me, I really like you. And I went, I like you. What's your name? Brenda. Forget it.
So what's it going to be, David?
I
think it's preposterous because it's preposterous.
I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
Okay. Lee, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Of course I was telling you a lie.
Oh, yes, well done.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee's ex-girlfriends do not form an acronym that spells Bermuda, although they have formed a support group. Next. It's Alex.
Oh. I can tell if someone is a good dancer just by the way they smile.
David's team.
Alex, look at me.
Turn your head a little bit. And now this way.
Now do it whilst you're dancing.
No.
Yeah, well, that's true then.
Why?
What is it
That
about?
smile?
Because people who are good at dancing...
Please stop doing that. I find it a bit disturbing, David. It's just a bit light entertainment for you, dude.
Really? What is it? Yeah, what it's about?
People,
what do you look for?
Well, people who are good at dancing will look naturally smug.
What are you saying?
Now, you're putting on a smug face.
No, he's not.
And people who are good at dancing have shorter teeth than you. It's just something about dancers. They seem to be a little bit underdeveloped in the tough area.
Are they making up for their short teeth by
Could
learning
be.
to dance?
I don't know, but it seems to be a pattern. That's what I found doing extensive research. So I'll go round you all now. Open up. You could be all right.
Oh, that's a backhanded compliment. No short tooth person.
Not mine.
Go on.
Rob, he's got quite long teeth.
No. The thing is,
Rob,
look.
you get up there and prove her wrong.
I just want to say, Rob, I've got a lot of respect for your commitment to the show.
I I mean, I know Bruno or Len.
I know Bruno or Len. Hasn't she got a
Hang on,
stupid
you're
voice?
now taking them. What is... Does anyone know how large Fred Astaire's teeth are? Small.
Didn't have any,
Small.
just gums.
He had little, tiny little...
No.
Tiny.
Just tiny, almost like-
top hat, nothing up my white tie, So what are you going to say, David?
Mel, do you think it's true?
I think it's the sort of claim that Ms Jones would make.
It's not scientifically proven.
Oh, you don't say.
I think it is the sort of thing she.
She's claimed it. She's not saying it is.
No.
Yeah. Do you think it's the truth? The truth. I think we think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yes.
Alex Jones, was it the truth, or were you telling a lie?
Don't be so ridiculous. It's a lie!
Yes, it was a lie. Alex can't tell if someone is a good dancer by the way they smile. All that noise signals time's up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that David's team has won by 3 points to 2. But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Alex Jones. Well done, Alex. Beautiful, intelligent and gorgeous Welsh accent and eyes you could drown in. That's what she said to me, and I'm starting to think she didn't mean any of it. Good night.
So it's comedy all the way tonight here on BBC One. Up next, Have I Got News For You is back with a new series and Stephen Mangan in the hosting chair, followed by all new Not Going Out as Lee Mack returns and he's rocking out at 9:30.